Now, of course, one of the challenges for this week is to actually dance in front of 7 different film cameras. Because of that, in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can do this in just 2 games. I mean, technically, it is possible to do it in just 1, but with both routes being on complete opposite sides of the map, let's just say it's highly unlikely. Now, first off, as all of you know, I'm not the biggest fan of jump cuts. In fact, I very strongly dislike them. When it comes to a bit like this, though, you kind of need to jump from spot 1 to spot 2 to spot 3 and so on and so forth. Normally speaking, I feel like that makes videos look really cluttered, really unprofessional. Obviously, though, if you're watching this right now, chances are I somewhat figured out how to make it look, for starters, semi-professional, and 2, keep it somewhat informational as well. And on that note, I also mentioned this in my last video, we're doing another giveaway, people. Just a small one this time around. It's actually going to end in 2 weeks. So on that note, if you want to get your hands on a free Season 4 Battle Pass, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below, turn on those post notifications, perhaps drop a like. And again, the bot doesn't recognize those, unfortunately. Imagine that, right? A next level YouTube, honestly. And of course, for more entries, check out the link down below in the description. I honestly feel like I can just rush through this, and I want to say about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. We're going to have to wait and see. Obviously, like I said before, chances are this is going to take you at least 2 games. If you get incredibly lucky, you might be able to do this in 1 game. And of course, if luck's not on your side, if you get killed a couple of times, it'll take 3, 4, 5 games. At the end of the day, though, you have all the time to both, peeps. Honestly, if I'm not mistaken, we have 9 weeks to get this done. So simply sit back, alright, relax, take your time. Everything should be just fine. Anyway, first up, you're going to want to land in Moisty Mires, specifically the brand new spot in Moisty Mires, which is actually a film set. Now you'll find the first camera by the broken down chopper, and then the next one is slightly up north. Now, of course, if you can't find this one, simply look for a massive green screen. For some odd reason, most of these cameras are surrounded by green screens, if not all of them. I'm not too sure the next one is, but I'll find out in a little bit as soon as the servers go live. That's what I need to record the gameplay. I know, tactics right here. Anyway, next up, you want to go up north of Prison to the broken down bridge. Again, you'll find another camera right there. And then finally, you want to make your way towards the racetrack. Now, that's honestly it for game number 1. During the next game, you want to go all the way to Greasy Grove, specifically the broken down shack to the west of Greasy Groves. Now, I'm pretty sure that a lot of you will recognize this one. A ton of people have made videos about this shack specifically, just because it looks like it's been broken down by a massive animal, perhaps a dinosaur. Honestly, we don't know. With a bit of luck, we'll find out more about that. And over there in the front of that one, you will find, of course, yet another camera. Next up, you want to go to Shifty Shafts. They actually changed the 2 buildings to the west of Shifty Shafts. If you go into the left building, you'll see that there's now a new basement. Down below, you'll find yet another green screen and yet another camera as well. And then finally, you want to make your way towards the soccer field, the football field. Whichever floats your boat. Someone always gives me crap for that one, honestly. You can't win in this one. You well and truly can. And then in the middle of that one, you'll find yet another camera. And voila, 7 done right there. Now, of course, if the bus isn't quite on your side, which happens pretty often, if I do say so myself, there's also one in Risky Reels in the main building, and also know there's one in the main church in Haunted Hills. And if I'm not mistaken, there should be another one up north of Junk Junction as well. I'm not entirely sure where, though. If I figure it out, I'll make sure to put that one down below in the description. So have a peek and get it done, alright? If I'm not mistaken, this challenge will give you 5 battle stars, so half a tier and nothing too crazy, but the more the merrier, plain simple. Anyway, as always, if this video helped you out a little bit, make sure you drop a like on it. Apart from that, though, I expect all of you back here tonight around 6 PM GMT, or of course, yet another stream. Normally speaking, I start at 1. It's been super warm the last few days, though, so I'm gonna chill during the day, alright? Try not to die of heat stroke, and then tonight, we'll be live again, so I hope to see some of you there. Take it easy.